Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
From the Ribble Link.
After surviving the Ribble Link, we're back and we got to the end of the Rufford yesterday and we turned left. So we're now on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal heading east towards Wigan. It started raining after we got off the Rufford, pretty heavy.
Got absolutely wet through.
So we moored up just after the Ring of Bells Bridge, which is Bridge 34 on the Leeds and Liverpool. That's where we spent last night. It's lovely and peaceful.
Nice and quiet.
But this morning we're heading off again. We're going to Parbold first of all. That's about 40 minutes away from here. We're going to grab some essentials. Shaun's going to nip into the village, get some shopping.
Got nothing left.
And then we're going to head out again to Appley Bridge. And I've seen a mooring, a possible mooring on Google Maps just after Appley Bridge.
It's not told me this.
It looks lovely. It's near a golf course and there's the River Douglas literally on one side of the canal next to the towpath, and then on the other side is the railway line.
Ooh.
I hope we can get a mooring there. We'll have to wait and see.
Trains all day.
I could live next to trains all day, couldn't you?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to just check the weed hatch, check the engine oil and everything else, and then we're going to get off. You ready?
No, but we'll go.
Go!
Yay!
First things first, Dylan always has to wear his jacket when we're out cruising. If he falls in, which to be honest is pretty regular, it's much easier just to pull him back out again.
There you go.
Even though it's quite warm today, there's some showers in the forecast, so we're going to leave the pram cover up, you know, just in case it rains to keep us dry. And luckily, all the bridges on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal have got enough headroom for us to get under with the pram cover up. Well, I hope they have.
Morning. Morning.
On YouTube, brilliant! Love it! We've had it 2 weeks. It's famous to buy them all.
The biggest difference I've noticed about living on the canal is the sense of community. How many times do complete strangers say hello to you when you walk down the street? Well, I suppose it depends where you live, but on the canal, almost everybody you meet says hello, gives you a wave, a smile, or even just a nod. Boaters, bikers, walkers, fishermen, canoeists. It's like a unique community, connected and separated from civilization.
Now I saw your video of going into Liverpool and up the Ribble Link. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you. That's the one I was telling you about. Yeah.
We've stopped in the West Lancashire village of Parbold, and while Shaun nips off to the shops, I want to go back a couple of 100 yards and check something out. According to the canal guide, there's an aqueduct just before the moorings, but I don't remember seeing it from the boat. But sure enough, hidden by the grass and the trees, there's a path, and it leads down to the River Douglas, the same one that carried us partway across the Ribble Link last time. It's not until you get down to the river that you can appreciate this magnificent aqueduct. Built in 1791, it carries the canal 33 feet above the river. It's just a bit sad that this shy little beauty is hidden behind all these trees for nobody to see. This is very leafy, isn't it?
Very.
We're now in the Douglas Valley, so we've got the River Douglas, albeit a very smaller, narrower version than the one we came down the other day, on one side, and we've got the railway on the other side. This is Parbold Hill, really leafy, nice, quiet countryside, loads of birds singing, and it's a bit chilly, isn't it?
It is. I think it's because we're in the shade.
I think it's going to rain.
Yeah.
We'll just put the cover down so we can film this. We'll put it up again now. This is Appley Lock. It's just over 12 foot. It's quite a deep lock when we come into it. And to say Shaun's up there doing the paddles, it's a bit weird because I haven't done any locks for that long. It just felt a bit weird coming into a lock. Never mind a 12 foot one, which is quite deep. The next one is only about 6 foot, so it's not that bad. And he's just opened the gate paddles, so I can feel us getting a bit higher. There's dozens of swing bridges along the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, and they're mostly used for roads crossing the canal. Luckily, some of these older bridges, which used to be used for farm traffic, have been disused for so long that they're now left permanently open. That'll save us a few minutes. And here we are.
Don't know where.
We set off from just outside Rufford this morning, got into Parbold, and a lovely place, Parbold.
Yeah, really nice.
I was quite surprised. Shaun nipped off to the shops. There is a shop there, it's very expensive. It cost us about 40 quid. It would normally cost us about 20 quid to buy what we bought.
Yeah.
Got some fish and chips, popped to the chemist for some of that cream, you know. I am horsefly magnet this week for some reason. And then there's the windlass mill, is it? I don't know. It's like an art gallery and cafe thing.
Yeah, something like that.
But really nice.
Yeah.
We could have stayed there all day.
And there's some really lovely cafes there as well.
Yeah. If it wasn't for my aversion to boats leaving their engines on, we might have stayed a bit longer. But onwards we went anyway. We went past where the canal, almost when it was originally surveyed, took a different route. Just as you come out of Parbold on the left hand side, you can see where they started cutting for another line to go up to Preston, towards the south of Preston, and it never happened. So we went on anyway through Appley Bridge. That was quite nice, wasn't it?
It's quite nice there, yeah.
There's a pub there that Shaun fancied, but we didn't get a chance to moor up, did we?
No, we didn't, no.
So through Appley Bridge, through Appley Lock. That's quite a really nice round Appley Lock.
It's a massive lock as well.
It's a really nice area. And then you come out in towards Shevington, which is where we are now, and just before Gathurst. So we've just passed the disused swing bridge, number 45, and we've got the railway line on this side, we've got the River Douglas on this side. Just over the railway line, it's Gathurst Golf Club, and it looks really nice. So we've timed it perfectly.
Yes, we have.
The sun is just coming out.
It's a glorious spot.
It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm just waiting now for another 3 boats to moor either side of us and leave their engines on all night.
It's going to happen.
It probably is. So we're going to settle down. We're going to have some, what are we having for tea?
Egg sandwich.
We're going to have an egg sandwich, maybe a bit of chocolate later, and we'll see you in the morning. And it's tomorrow
already.
Good morning. It's a nice morning. We had a bit of rain overnight. It's what, about 9 o'clock ish. We've been up since about 6, but I've just been for a run, 10 kilometres down the canal to see what we've got coming today, and then back again, and just had breakfast. Dylan's mooching about behind us.
Rolling in the wet grass.
And this morning we're heading off from this lovely mooring. If we didn't need food and water,
We would be staying.
yeah, we'd stay here a few days. It is just lovely. But we need to get some food. We need to call at the supermarket. So we're heading down towards Wigan. We're going through Gathurst and then through Crook, and we're going to moor between locks 86 and 87. It's just after the Wigan Pier. That's something to look forward to.
Massive.
You ready?
Yes.
Right, off we go. Come on,
Come
you.
on. Come on. Come on.
I feel all hot and sweaty.
It's warm. Swarm.
We've only done one lock. Behind us is the railway line that goes through to Parbold, and then above it is the M6, and it's like really high. And we've just, as we went into that lock, which I think was lock 95, might be wrong, it might have been lock 90 or 62.
We'll put it on the screen here.
As we went into it, the people that we're going up the Wigan Flight with just happened to come by and get into the same lock. So we're now following the same people that we're going to be following all the way up the Wigan Flight.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, tree! Some of the original buildings could do with a bit of TLC, but some of them have been. The Gibson warehouse, which is an old Victorian cotton warehouse, built around 1777, that was rebuilt in 1984, and it's now the Orwell at Wigan Pier. Looks quite nice, you can see it from the main road. And then just across the main road is another old cotton warehouse, and that's Trencherfield Mill. That's now some luxury apartments. It's looking quite nice. This is Wigan Pier. You must have heard of it, the world famous Wigan Pier. What do you reckon? This is not actually the original. The original was demolished in 1929. This is a replica. When they were redoing the area around Wigan, they made a replica of this. So the original ironwork was just sold for scrap back in 1929 when they demolished it. And it used to be a wooden jetty coming out into the canal, and the wagons with coal would come down from Winstanley Colliery, down this track, hit the tippler, tipple over and drop the coal into the barges, which were then taken away. I think it's ace. And this is one of the original pit brow lasses. Groups of these used to sort the coal. They'd basically shake it to get all the stones and all the rubbish out of it. And they'd work 12-hour days, Monday to Friday, half days on Saturday, and it's reckoned they had stronger muscles than the guys who used to work in the collieries. She doesn't look right happy, does she? It's a bit noisy.
It's a city though, isn't it?
I'm not used to all this traffic noise since when?
Garstang.
Garstang were quite noisy. Sorry, Dylan's walking about. Garstang were quite noisy, but this is very noisy. It is only temporary. We're staying here tonight. These are actually quite nice. They're like
pontoons.
Bouncy pontoons. Just under from the bridge, just after Wigan Pier. So there's two more locks to go, 87 and 86, and then we're at the bottom of the Wigan Flight. The first of the 21 locks starts at the junction with the Lee branch, and then they wind their way up about 200 feet to Aspel Lock at the top, We've heard that the Wigan Flight's really hard work and that these short chambers and some leaky locks could flood the bow of the boat. We've also heard stories about vandals with guns and drugs and people emptying the locks overnight. No wonder the staff padlocked them. Shaun's on the boat and we're already in the first lock at the bottom of the Wigan Flight. You know, good plans and everything. Well, we were supposed to set off at 8 o'clock, meet up with the other narrowboat that we're going up the flight with, but then it started raining and raining and raining. So we were like holding off and holding off. Oh, another 5 minutes, give it 5 minutes. And eventually it was, as you can see by the raincoat, we're gonna have to make a move. So here we are, Shaun's in the boat, we've got a CRT volunteer helping us out. You'll see more of him shortly. I better get some work done.
Wind faster!
So we're at lock 77 of, well, we started at 85. Well, we started at 87. Confused? No, don't be. The bottom of the flight is lock 85 and this is 77. So we've done 9 locks so far and it's done nothing but rain. It's like that drizzly stuff that really wets you through. And then every now and then the sun comes out, you think, oh, it's all right. And then it rains again. So lock 77 is a bit different. You can see this thing behind me, this like roller thing. Where the bridges are a bit too close to the lock gates, there's a chain connected to this roller and you basically wind it in. You've heard the term wind your neck in. I say that to Shaun all the time. Well, this is like wind the lock gate in. And what you do is there's a chain attached to the lock gate, you wind it in. Easy as that. Right, I'm hoping it's not going to rain now. So this is lock 76. We started at 85. So 85, 4, 3, 2, 1, 80, 79, 78, 77, 76. So this is the 10th lock of the flight. But if you look at the Roman numerals down there, it says lock number 12. Now I reckon that they counted from the top to the bottom when they originally built them. I might be completely wrong, that's just my reckoning. But it makes sense that this is the 12th one coming down as opposed to coming up. Just over halfway, I'm actually feeling all right. I haven't had to swap. We've got a CRT volunteer helping us and the chap from one of the other boats is helping us. So we've got 3 pairs of hands and it's a breeze. We're halfway up the flight now and it has been raining quite a bit. But it reminds me a bit of the marathon. Do you know what I mean? Where you know you've got like the long distance to go. So you just kind of knuckle down, take it steady and just get on with it. And time seems to be flying. Some great views as well. Lock 75, it has stopped raining, t-shirt is on and the waterproofs are off. You might see 2 boats in that lock behind me. They've come down from the top and we're meeting halfway. But Narrowboat Silver Fox and our other boat are in the lock in 75. So we're going to have to cross over in this pound. It's going to be interesting. It's a little pound, isn't it? Lock 70. Sun's out. Look at the view of Wigan behind us, it's great. We're about 3/4 way through now. Actually feeling all right. I've had a glass of Coke. Shaun's still on the boat and we've got 2 CRT volunteers helping out. I reckon we'll be out of here at next hour. Right, we're here. What time is it?
It is. Let me just get my trusty timepiece. It is 11:55.
So we set off at 8:30,
Yeah.
9:30, 10:30, 11. So 3 hours 25 minutes. Is that good?
That's good.
Is it?
That's about average, to be fair, but yeah, it's like it's on the good side.
No,
of
we
average.
don't want average.
No, it's good side of average, I said. So yeah, but all right.
This is Andy, one of the
How do
CRT
you do?
volunteers. We've passed how many? About 5 or 6?
It's 4 going down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then, so 5 of you all together today.
Yeah, there's 5 of us all together.
Tell you what, without these guys, it just would be. I mean, like, it's twice as hard, but it wouldn't be because it's you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you get a routine. Even if we weren't here, you still get a routine of going up. But we're just here to give you a lift. So it's a day out for us, as much as it is for you.
It really is. At 3 hours 25, I'm quite pleased with that. We hear too many people bashing the CRT, but without Andy and other volunteers for the CRT, jobs like the Wigan Flight wouldn't be as good, wouldn't be as fun. It'd be harder work. So we're really grateful, me and Shaun and the guys on Sagittarius as well. We saw how many 4 boats going down?
4 down, yeah.
How many came up, do you know?
There's you 2, but apparently there's another 2 behind you.
There's another 2 behind us, right.
They crept up on us, those.
So what made you become a CRT volunteer?
Just so I can get out in the open air. I mean, I like messing about with canals and I like boats and everything, so it's just a way of getting out of a weekend instead of sitting there watching TV. So
Everybody should get out on a weekend, it'd be
Yeah, it's
ace,
good.
wouldn't it? And how long have you been doing Wigan Flight?
I've been on here for this to start my 2nd year now.
2 years.
So yeah.
So
So
what's-
it was closed for most of last year, so we didn't really do it.
Well, wasn't it? Yeah. So what if people were coming up on their own,
Mm-hmm.
if there's no CRT help, what are like your kind of top 3 tips to get up the Wigan Flight or down?
Yeah, either way, it doesn't really make any difference. It's easier going down than it is coming up.
Yeah.
But just don't be frightened of it. They like most big flock flights, especially the Wigan, it's got a bad rap. You can get a bad rap, it gets a bad press. But don't be frightened of it. Take your time.
Yeah.
You can go down with somebody else, and it saves water as well, which is a big help for us. And yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's plenty to see. There's loads of scenery out there. It's a lovely day. Sun shining like today. It's a bit of a different kettle of fish. But
It wasn't earlier,
it
was
was
it?
raining like it was this morning, but yeah, the sun's out. It's out. It's a good day.
It is.
So just enjoy it.
It is nicer than I expected, and I think as you get further up the flight, it does get nicer,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
from about halfway up, from the Rose Bridge up,
Yeah.
it tends to get a lot more scenic, a lot more rural.
I mean, it was chucking it down when we set off.
Yeah, just a bit.
We were supposed to meet these guys on Sagittarius at 8 o'clock, and it got to about 20 past, and it's still raining, and I'm like, oh, another 5 minutes, just see what happens. So we did the first 7, 8, 9 locks in the rain,
Yeah,
and then it kind of it dried up.
yeah. The sun came out. It got a bit warmer. I've still got the cagoule on me now, but that's wrapped around my
Compare
waist.
tans. Compare tans.
Oh,
Oh, it's about the same actually,
Yeah,
isn't
an
it?
office wallet.
Right, cheers Andy. Thank
All right,
you.
not a problem,
Thank
it's a
you very
pleasure.
much.
All righty.
The sun has got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray! We're happy now we're at the top.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I was moaning about it raining this morning. I'm actually glad it wasn't this warm when we set off this morning.
It would have been streaming off you.
Not for you, you were stood at the back of the boat and was steering it. I was the one doing the work.
It's hard work.
Well, me and 2 other pair of hands. It must be a nightmare if you're like a single boat doing it on your own.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to be doing that. We had 3 pairs of hands all together. We did it in just under 3.5 hours, which is really good. And we're at the top. We're on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal at the top of Wigan Locks. But where are we going next? Well, it's a bit of a giveaway because the Leeds Liverpool Canal guy kind of goes Liverpool to Leeds, doesn't it?
We're going home to Yorkshire.
We're going back to Yorkshire, our old home.
Yes.
We're taking our new home back to our old home to show our family the boat. What have you liked so far then? What's been your favourite bit?
The Ribble link.
The actual link or the Lancaster
the link.
Canal?
The link. I loved it.
Never again. I wish you could take the boat out of the water at Tarleton and put it back in at Preston. I'd like to do that.
There's no fun in that.
Lancaster Canal was really nice. Ribble link a bit stressful, but we did catch it on high tides, which is why it was a little bit.
And I loved Liverpool as well.
Liverpool was really nice. I'd like to go back there.
Yeah.
But pastures new await. We really hope you've enjoyed season 1. We're just starting to settle in, so I think we've got a lot more to come.
Yeah.
But that is it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.